Ascension has been around for 8 years now, and has accumulated a lot of changes over that time. Many of them have been great for the game, but aren't exactly intuitive for new players. The more these changes pile up, the harder it becomes for new adventurers to get started on Ascension. So with Chapter 3, Ascension zooms out and takes a look at the entire experience from the beginning to endgame, so that no matter what Ascension realm you're playing, getting started is easy and the community can grow. For the past 6 months, we've been reaching out to players who quit the game. We asked them why they quit and what would have made the experience better. Turns out, most of them quit before level 3, which was a punch to the gut, but we're recovering. The main problem new adventurers ran into were a general lack of clarity on where to go and how to play, confusion around choosing abilities and knowing what works well together, and not being able to just jump in and play the game. This culminated in the Newcomer Overhaul. The Newcomer Overhaul brings 8 big changes to Ascension's starting experience to get new adventurers in-game and playing. It starts with client streaming to get you in-game fast. Then, it revamps character creation with new archetype choices so that you can start playing fast. It adds new in-game tutorials for adventurers who need them, shows you where to go with the new super tracker, overhauls starting zones to make them better with more stuff that you need, introduces a compendium to teach newcomers all about Ascension, improves the mentor system so that you can ask veteran heroes questions when you need help, and introduces a build inspect feature so that you can see what others are doing and learn the ins and outs of how to make builds on custom WoW. It's a lot, but it's all super intuitive. Let's dive in. First, a new client streaming feature lets you start playing even while the game is still downloading. This reduces the time it takes new players to get in-game for the first time by a whopping 95%. Second, you now have an epic new way to create characters on Area 52. You can now choose archetypes at character select. When you click the new Choose Archetype button, you'll be prompted to choose a role and playstyle. Once you do, you'll see epic classless builds pulled from the hero architect based on your choices. Pick one, and you'll enter the world as that archetype with everything you need to start playing. As you level, you'll automatically learn more of your archetype's spells, talents, and mystic enchantments. This takes the stress out of getting started and lets you focus on the adventure. Pick a theme, pick an archetype, and start playing. Of course, if you're a veteran player or someone who loves theory crafting, you can build your hero from scratch. By choosing Free Pick at Character Select, you can leap into Ascension and start building your hero with new tools. This is part of Ascension's focus on making systems that are good for both new heroes and veterans. If you want to pick an archetype, you can. If you'd rather build a hero from scratch, you can do that too. Play the way you want, hero. That's what Ascension's all about. Some new adventurers have never played WoW before, but still want to give Ascension a shot. For them to succeed, the game needs fundamental tutorials that teach things like basic movement, talking to quest givers, and using keybinds to cast spells. Now, Ascension has all that. You can now choose your preferred starting experience at character creation. When you finish making your character, you'll be prompted to choose New to WoW, New to Ascension, or Ascension Veteran. New to WoW enables all new tutorials, including the basics like moving, attacking, and using abilities. It also enables Ascension-specific tutorials, like how to pick abilities, how to rank them up, how to unlearn skills, etc. New to Ascension only enables the tutorials specific to Ascension, like learning and unlearning skills. Ascension Veteran disables all tutorials because you clearly know what you're doing. Pick the right choice for you, and tailored tutorials will help you master the game fast. Once you're in-game and you know how to play, you need to know where to go. Whether that's to the next quest giver, where the monster you need to kill is, or even getting back to your body when you die. Enter the Super Tracker. The Super Tracker is a new tracker that shows you exactly where to go for things like quests, points of interest, and even getting back to your body. It gives you a clear, visually distinct destination marker to run towards, so you can get to where you're going. It also helps keep you in the world without needing to open your map every few seconds just to make sure you're on the right path. Just start tracking, follow the marker, and play. The Super Tracker works for most quests in-game, including callboard quests. You can change the quest you're tracking at any time by clicking on your objectives. Additionally, The Super Tracker isn't dependent on which tutorial you choose at Character Select. Everyone has it by default, and you can toggle it off if you don't want it. So, you choose a badass archetype, get in-game fast, know how to play, and know where you're going. These next few changes make the starting experience feel great. First, you'll notice a lot less distracting NPCs in starting zones. Malik the Courier isn't there anymore because you now get items sent through him automatically upon logging in. In addition, Stony Tark now offers the rewards for both build draft and trials, so his friends have returned to Blackrock Mountain. This reduces clutter and makes sure that the NPCs that newcomers see in starting zones are actually relevant to them. Second, if you choose any of the Tame Pet skills like Tame Beast, Tame Dragon, or Tether Elemental, you'll notice you now have a distinct pet based on your race. Small details like this make your choices more fun, meaningful, and unique. Third, you'll find starting zones now have new class trainers for all classes. Like tameable pets, these class trainers are tailored to the zones they're in to be a living, breathing part of each starting zone. Fourth, you'll find your inventory naturally expanding and getting bigger as you complete quests. Starting quests now award bags, and bags get bigger as you move to quests in the next zone. You can also expand your sack further, as both innkeepers and general goods vendors now sell bags as well. Finally, while you and your massive sack are out adventuring, you'll find vendors now have a wider array of gear such as guns, crossbows, and more. With new realms like Conquest of Azeroth and Bronzebeard on the horizon, these new weapons will help outfit different classes and playstyles. Sixth, you'll find that many quests now have better, more convenient turn-in locations. For example, instead of trekking back to Goldshire after defeating Hogger, you can now complete that quest at Westbrook Garrison. This cuts down on your travel time and helps you get immersed in your adventure. Finally, you'll have an even better experience navigating the open world with new Novice Riding, a 40% mount speed riding that you can learn right at level 1 for free. New riding trainers and starting zones also offer free basic mounts. Combined with new flight masters that take you swiftly from starting zones to your next town like Goldshire or Razor Hill, moving through Ascension's open world is better than ever before. Tutorials that teach you how to play and extra speed through the world is great, but what about Ascension's custom systems? The new Ascension Compendium replaces the Path to Ascension questline as a complete walkthrough of all Ascension's main features. The Ascension Compendium is a new quest chain located right on your UI. When you click it, it'll open up a tome of Ascension-specific quests that have everything you need to know about Ascension's essential features. These quests direct you to things like early level mounts and feature keywords that you can use to learn stuff you don't know. From how to choose your primary stat to where to find and how to equip mystic enchantments, the Ascension Compendium has tons of useful info. And it's not just for new players. The compendium also lets you know important information like when your gear is good enough to tackle certain content like raids. It ensures that your allies are competent, informed, and ready to participate. You can open the Ascension Compendium right from your UI. Once opened, you can accept, turn in, and collect rewards for quests. Complete quests, get rewards, and master Ascension's custom systems. Finally, there are different tabs on the bottom so that you can swap between the main Path of Ascension quest chain, PvE-related quests, PvP-related quests, and the new mentor system. Sometimes it's easier to ask for help than it is to complete a quest. In fact, many newcomers prefer to just outright ask a veteran for help. With the new mentor system, you'll know exactly who you can ask when you need a bit of guidance. Heroes who complete the entire Path of Ascension questline can opt into becoming mentors. Once you do, you can choose from a list of what kind of mentor you are, from things like dungeon and raid mentors to even build mentors. If you're a mentor, new players can find you in the Mentor tab of the Ascension Compendium and can ask questions to get great advice. If you're a new player, you can use the mentor list to find mentors who will help you learn about Ascension. Reach out to them with any questions you might have. The Mentor tab helps newcomers learn fast, master Ascension, and creates a better community for everyone. Finally, a new Build Inspect feature makes learning the game possible. With Build Inspect, you can right-click on other heroes to inspect their builds. This helps you learn about strong skills and combinations, how to make better builds yourself, and demystifies the challenging process of creating builds entirely from scratch. Build Inspect will help more heroes on Ascension have better, stronger builds. This gets you stronger allies, grows the community, and makes the game better for everyone. While some players would prefer to hide their builds, hiding information necessary to play the game, or even hiding bugs and exploits isn't good for the community, and it's not good for the game. Besides, it takes more than a build to be a top player. There will still be endless opportunities to show off your skill. From big quality of life improvements to the small but meaningful details, these changes culminate in a starting experience that feels great. Whether you're an original class, a COA champion, or a classless hero, once you're in-game, you'll be getting immersed in your adventure, doing quests, getting stronger, and having adventures together.